Based on recency bias as much as anything, do you now agree with me that Nico Hoerner, 2 for 5, triple, home run, 3 driven in, is the Cubs' most all-star worthy player? Is Hoerner the Cubs' most clutch player since he ranks 5th in batting average since 2019 with runners in scoring position, hitting .331, trailing only Freddie Freeman, Luis Arraez, Fernando Tatis Jr., and Donovan Solano?
That's extraordinary. They had that statistic on the Marquee Network, and they rolled that one up after the game. That's pretty impressive. That since 2019, he's got the whatever 5th highest batting average with runners in scoring position. I don't think I knew that. That's pretty good. Listen, Dansby Swanson is their best player. And that's the reason that he took over at shortstop and Nico moved to second base. I got a lot of time for Nico, but I don't know that he's an all-star, if that makes sense. I think Dansby Swanson is already an all-star. If you want to make a case for Nico, he kind of missed some time. I love what he's done, and I love the way that he has agreed to that move and making the most of it and taking that spot and made it his own. I think there's a lot to like about him. But no, I think Dansby Swanson's their best player, and I think he's their all-star. Now, can you have multiple all-stars? Yes, no question about it. And I would put Nico second on that list, but I would actually, no, I'd probably put Marcus Stroman second on that list. He's been a real all-star this year, but I would have Nico on that list, but I wouldn't have him ahead of the Stroh Show or of Dansby Swanson.
I think the Cubs deserve 3 all-stars this year, right now. I do. But I'm okay if they're not there. I don't want to be a hypocrite. Like, get them off their feet. But I'm more upset about yesterday the fact that Nico wasn't even hitting the board. Like, you know, he was like the AP, other people receiving votes. Oh, wait, not really. I mean, that's what's kind of frustrating about it. And how about yesterday? He's back in his spot as the leadoff guy yesterday, right? Yeah. He's also back at shortstop. And were there any kind of miscues, any kind of anything?
Oh, no? My gosh. The only thing that was a thud when he threw the ball as hard as he threw it to first base.
Right. But I'm just saying,
got an arm.
Right. I'm just saying, like, there was no, like, the bat came off the ball. The ball came off the bat.
No
all that
excuses.
No, nothing. So he's really good. I mean, based on these numbers, though, like hitting with runners in scoring position, you could almost argue that maybe he's in the wrong spot. Maybe he should be batting third instead of first. But whatever. I think he's not a Hall of Famer, but he's a heck of a good baseball player, and he definitely deserves to be talked about in an all-star conversation.
Yeah, Marcus Stroman is the most all-star worthy Cub.
Yes.
Dansby Swanson has had the kind of year which puts him probably second. I would think that's, just looking at the numbers that Marcus Stroman wants us to ignore maybe, but I think that Dansby Swanson is your second most worthy Cub all-star. Nico Hoerner has nothing to apologize for, though. This is his kind of season. He's doing a little bit of everything well. He is a master. He's a jack of all trades, and he's mastering many of them. And so he can play short. He can play second. He can play wherever you put him in the infield, probably. He can bat wherever you want to put him and need him in the lineup. I like him at leadoff, but I also think that Mike Tauchman has been hot, so ride that as long as you can. Batting eighth yesterday didn't make any sense except for maybe the lefty, but it didn't hurt the Cubs at all. Nico Hoerner can run also. I think he is fast, and he looks like he can cover ground as fast as anybody on that roster. What I like about this is the debate. It gives him the respect he's earned, and also it just reminds everybody. The Cubs have, and this is an exaggeration, they have one of the best double play combinations in baseball. And you can look around and you can do the math with the salaries. You can look at Correa and some other examples. But like the Cubs have one of the best double play combinations in baseball. That's a big reason why they have won 10 out of 12.